Okay, so this is how you condition clay, which I was talking about before. If I usually condition if I'm going to use it other than covering up. So, okay, let's see. Now I'm going to get the roller and I'm going to roll out to a certain thickness. I'll show you how thick in a minute. So what would that be? I have no idea. I am not one that measures or even when I'm cooking, it's a bit of this, a dash of that, and whatever. So about that thick. Now this will be part of your forehead. That's going to go and it's going to cover half of the eyes and secure it to the sides of your armature, if you want to call it that, or the head. So you're going to have something that looks like that. So here I'm going to take my thumb and press down. There's one eyebrow, or will be, and another one there. Get my shaper tool and I'm going to basically bring that down to cover that eye a little bit, and then you might have to turn it upside down if you feel more confident doing it that way for the other eye. And don't forget that the brow is going to be part of the expression of the baby as well, so just keep that in mind when you're making them. At the moment I haven't made up my mind what kind of expression this baby's going to have, so I'm just smoothing things in. So this will cover half your bulk of your eye, or your eye. Okay, so it looks something like that. Don't worry about it if it doesn't look smooth. We're going to do a lot of smoothing as we go along. Okay, so the second bit, conditioned clay. Just give it a bit of a warm up. Okay. You'll see things all the time and think, oh, I should adjust that, or I should adjust this, as you get on, more experienced and know what exactly it is you're looking for. A little nose, a bit more round, but we're going to come back and work on it anyway. So, okay. So once you've got your clay conditioned, and I roll it into a ball, I'm going to cut. See, that ball I think will be too much, because these are going to be the cheeks, so I'm going to take a little bit off, roll it into a ball again. And again, it's something that you're going to come to realise what's big and what's small as you go on and learn how to sculpt. And if you want to make silicone babies, honestly, if you don't know how to sculpt, you're not really going to get anywhere. You can buy blank babies, blank kits from other artists that are willing to sell them with reproduction rights, but it'll never be your own work. So you really must learn. And I mean, when I was first starting out with sculpting, I thought I'd never learn, but believe me, time and perseverance really, really helps. This is the cheek, or the beginning of one, and I'm placing it, again, covering the eye, but this time it's from the bottom, obviously, and right along the nose, and I'll just smooth it to go right under, so it tucks under there, where will be the jawline later, and I'm just smoothing it to the side of the face. Okay, a little bit. Again, we're going to come back and do more work. Get my shaper tool and just cover this corner of the eye that's been left uncovered. Just push some more clay over the top. And there we go. There we are. So we're just getting there slowly. Then we're going to get the other half of the clay. I generally, when I cut a ball, there's one rounded side and then there's a more straight line on the other side. So I just go the straight line next to the nose, excuse me, and squeeze it down flat like a little pancake, especially up the top where you're going to be putting it over the eye. Okay, and then just blend that in. And this on the bottom. Okay, it's gone up a little bit higher, then you just move it down. And at this stage I would not worry about height of the head or anything else. Just concentrate on the parts that you're doing and know that the rest of it will fall into place when you are ready to work on it. Just watch for symmetry. You really need to have both parts symmetrical. I'm just pressing down a little bit there on the nose. I mean on the side of the nose. And the eyes are now completely covered, or the eyeball if you wish. And now I'm just blending in the sides and just pushing down a little bit to make everything look appropriate in size one to the other. So look at your work always from many angles. Don't rely on one angle because your eyes can play tricks on you, honestly. So you look at it from, look at it upside down, from the side. A good idea is to have a little mirror somewhere where you can actually hold it up to the mirror and have a look to see that your eyes are telling you the truth and not lying. And if there's something out of shape or whatever, a mirror won't lie to you. It'll tell you the truth. Excuse me. If you don't have a mirror, then you can do what I do, and that's take photos with your mobile phone, or your cell phone if you're in America, and just push the little nose more into place, and then have a look at them, because again, that will give you accuracy. And if you don't like what you see, redo it or adjust it. Okay. So this is where we're at the moment. Still doesn't look anything like a baby, but we'll get there. And I can see that I have actually, ouch, just hurt my finger. Can't do that. Actually smooth this down a little bit too low, and this one's more puffy, if you can see there. That's not an issue. We're going to do more work. Now, before I go any further, what I generally do is get my pin tool. Actually, just saw where it could be. You can see there what I'm doing. It's hard to explain what I'm doing, but it's just the shape of the eye. Just, you'll come back and do it again and again and again. Okay, so this is not the first and only time you're going to be doing work in this area. As you go ahead and build up with other things, you'll need to come back and work on things where you've already worked on them. So we get our pin tool and we're going to make this is more for my reference than where the actual eye is going to end up being, and it's just a slit to indicate there is an eye there. And you do the same on the other side. I usually turn it because for some reason I always get one up higher than the other, for reasons yet to be understood. And I'm just doing a little bit more sculpting there for the little nose. Now, if you find your nose is getting too small after you've been placing the rest of the clay on, you can add to it, make it bigger. If you find that it's getting too big, it is actually too big, then you can also cut it down, which is easy enough. Now I'm just pressing on top of those little round balls that we put in to indicate there is an eye underneath there, just slightly, and just smooth there. Okay, so I'm just smoothing along. Okay. What I want to do now is put in the temples. Okay. It's all just roughly put together, as I said. Okay. And all I'm concentrating on is the front, the face, at this stage. I think that we could still move a bit more of this cheek out towards the side. Of the little face. Looking at it upside down, you can see there's less cheek here. I like my babies chubby, but you don't have to have them chubby. You can make them a bit leaner if you want to. I just think they're cute when they're well fed. Okay, so getting there. About the same size now. Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to get our clay ready for the temples. Just condition all this clay together. While I'm doing that, to save time, I'll put you guys on pause and then come back.